Welcome to Talk About Topeka live from the Topeka Performing Arts Center. I'm your host, Chris Schultz, and with this segment brought to you by the Topeka Performing Arts Center of our Just Cause segment with Forest Park Conference and Retreat Center, I have my friend Mark Arganbright with me. How are you doing? It's a beautiful day, isn't it?
It is gorgeous.
Isn't it lovely?
Gorgeous,
and
yeah.
and it's a beautiful day for Forest Park, right?
Yes, absolutely. Well, every day is a beautiful day at Forest Park. I don't know if you've had a chance to visit us lately.
I have not, but I'm excited for you to tell me about it. So
Sure.
let's start out with the description here.
Well, Forest Park is Topeka's best kept secret. It's been in Topeka since 1922, and it was a evangelical United Brethren camp, then United Methodist about 4 years ago. It kind of became its own independent nonprofit organization. Recently, we've been working on our new mission and our new goal, and our vision simply says that we are a place that enriches mind, body, and spirit, mind, body, and faith. And then, we really aim just to be a place of humble fellowship, a place where neat things can happen, where no one has to feel out, trying to become the most welcoming place possible.
Let's talk about some of those neat things that happened.
Sure, absolutely. Last year, we kind of came out of our shell a little bit, and we put on Topeka Haunted Woods for the first time.
Absolutely, that was pretty awesome.
And so it's a half-mile hike, working with the Boy Scouts, Jayhawk Council, Boy Scouts of America. Half-mile hike through the woods, and we sent everyone through with a very small red LED for the only flashlight they could do. So it was a bit scary for everyone. We were lucky enough to have Jeremy Palco from The Walking Dead come and visit us. He's going to be coming back again this year and bringing along a couple of his zombie friends, Kent Wagner from not only The Walking Dead, but Guardians of the Galaxy, Spider-Man Homecoming, a number of those Marvel shows. He's also on Fox's The Gifted, which is a show about the X-Men. He's a heavy makeups guy, and so he's going to be teaching some folks how to do the heavy makeup. And Lauren Henneberg is going to be talking about how to survive the zombie apocalypse. She was she's been on The Walking Dead a number of times, but also I always have trouble remembering the show. Katniss was the hero with the bow and arrow.
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games, yeah. She was in Hunger Games as well. Mm-hmm. But we're going to be doing the Midwest Zombie Fest on October 20th.
Very cool.
And so I'm really excited about that event. The week before that, we're doing an event we've been doing for about 8 years called Science is a Blast, where in the past we've brought in about 500 kids from the Topeka area, and they get to work with my mentor and friend, Wizard number 4, Jake. He used to be a writer for Mr. Wizard way back in the day on Nickelodeon.
Loved that show.
Yeah, right? It formed my childhood.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then he went to the Discovery Channel, was a chief scientist over there. And he wrote a little show called Mythbusters for about 15 years. There.
I've heard of that. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, he'll also tell stories. This is my favorite thing, is the writers of MacGyver would call Mr. Wizard Studios to say, how would MacGyver do this? Why does this make sense? And so...
Mr. Wizard was MacGyver.
Yeah. And so Jake was the one answering those phone calls and giving the science behind it. And so I get to work with MacGyver on a daily basis. And so I have a lot of fun with that. But he's going to be coming out, and we're going to have Annalise from the Science Channel also blowing things up for Boy Scouts. We're adding a second day this year. So not only were we going to do the school kids, the second day we're going to do Scouts, Brownies, and Cub Scouts, helping them earn a couple of merit badges and, a very unique way. But we're also, that Friday evening on the 12th, he's going to be out, and we're going to be doing Seeing the Unseen, a scientist's view of the Holy Spirit. Mm-hmm. And so it'll be a nice time for dialogue and question, someone who is recognized by the Royal Institution as a chief scientist, and it's a good way to analyze science and religion and the intersection of how those work together.
Yeah. Now, from the perspective of the people you serve, the kids, from those guys, what do they perceive the place like? What does it mean to them?
Well, the main target audience that we've been working with at Forest Park has been a number of families that keep coming every year to Summer Assembly. And at the time of this taping, the live taping here, we're getting ready for Summer Assembly on July 22nd. We have about 115 people come out every year for that. Victory City uses us throughout the year as a church camp. They're right here in town. But then we have a bunch of kids that in the neighborhood surrounding us that had been coming for a summer feeding program. They just absolutely love the place. You know, what's nice and unique about Forest Park, and it's something that you don't get experience until you're there, is that it's almost magical. You know, I walked in the first time, and you get about 200 feet in, and you forget that there's factories on each side of us. You forget that there's an entire world out there. You get to be in the wilderness in Topeka, Kansas at Forest Park. You know, we have both wireless, Wi-Fi and wilderness. And so I can be on my phone looking at stuff, and then I'll see foxes playing out in the front lawn, and I'll see deer and groundhogs running underneath the cabins, and it's a really wonderful place.
You gotta love that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's talk about some of the other things that people do. Can people use the facility for
Sure, absolutely.
things?
It can be absolutely rented. I do have the capability for laser tag out on our 40 acres of woods. So if you want to get a bunch of friends out there and play some laser tag, we're ready for you.
We could talk about some laser tag. Yeah.
We've got lots of camping options. I'm going to be building a gaga ball pit. We've got basketball out there, sand volleyball pit. We also have some other events, like we're getting a trivia night set up on Tuesday nights starting in August. We're also have a third Sunday fellowship. Chef Sean Hall from Chef's Crazy Tasty Chicken, and now Catering by the Chef is doing a bunch of meals on the third Sunday. Sean Collins with WIBW has been doing Flicks with Friends out there once a month. People come out and enjoy. Then Tamara Fit Zumba is Monday through Thursday, and she does a Zumbathon once a month where people can come out for real low fee and just get their sweat on.
I love it.
So lots of good stuff.
Well, that's fantastic. That's my friend Mark Arganbright here from Forest Park Conference and Event Center. Of course, check them out. You've got a great website. It's forestparktopeka.com for all the information. And like their Facebook page as well. It's out at 3158 Southeast 10th Street. And that is our Just Cause segment. Of course, it's brought to you by our good friends at the Topeka Performing Arts Center. Topeka Performing Arts Center brings locals together to make great events and lifetime experiences. Check out their website at topekaperformingarts.org. Mark, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for the opportunity,
Best
Chris.
of luck.
Yeah,
Please keep us updated on everything you're doing out there. It's a lot of cool stuff.
I certainly will.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Tell Mr. Wizard hi.
I will.